to look at the Toyota. I got the camping top just to kind of add the fact of being able to kind of live in it. So I figured that might add some value if you can camp out in it and use it like that. I'm waiting to do paint. It's not warm enough yet. I got to do the brake lines and a few other things, but under 200,000, 22 RE, has an air locker in the rear, and it's locked in the front. This door's a little funky. Got to do a little bit of body work and then paint it. But yeah, all the paint faded from before. I should have sold it when I painted it the first time, and it was all nice looking, but that's all right. I'll get to it. It'll look better than just black when I paint it. But frame's pristine. These tires aren't going to go with it because they're so new. These are the ones I'm going to keep. They're like brand new. I have the same set, just worn down a little bit. So that's what I'll sell with it. The camper top. Pretty big. Doesn't leak. It drips down the sides a little bit, but it doesn't leak inside. And then I gotta bitch-a-thane these cracks because it's not the factory bed. So I'll bitch-a-thane all the outside, get that watertight, and then figure out building a bed and everything else. But good little storage spot / camper, overlander type truck. I think it should work for most people that are just trying to get out and about. I mean, this is decent headroom, decent space, enough to set up to go camping or travel in. That's kind of the goal that I'm shooting for with this. I was going to keep this truck, but I just don't got time for all the projects, and I'm kind of moving on, trying to move on with my life anyway. I've been building rigs for 15 years, buying, selling, trading. Now the time's come to switch things up and try to find a better market, better income, less work, more freedom. So it's gotta go. And then the tailgate part, I got to build something there. Still planning this one out. Literally just threw the camper on it last week when I picked it up. Overall, really clean truck. Frame solid. Only problem is it needs an upward control arm. When I got the truck, it had a flat tire. I think it was this side. I put a new control arm on the bottom. A-arm on the bottom. That's brand new. But the top one, still a little rusty, so that needs to be replaced. I was going to keep the truck and do a solid axle and just cut that shit out, but with the front locker, it'd be worth fixing the IFS. Yeah, hood's locked, but it's just a 22 RE. Nothing special there. Rock sliders, bumpers, winch. Overall, pretty good truck. This thing fits pretty good in there. I guess looking at it, it could have slid a little bit further up on that side, but it's not too far off. I had to build these extra side rails with this custom bed to fit it because it was a little wider than the bed. I'll chop those down level or use that to build off of because it wouldn't hurt. Maybe if I could build something that's like a tailgate and a table that folds up or something, so you can kind of cook and work off that. Haven't got that far yet. Haven't planned anything. Just trying to get the paint done and the brakes done, and then the fuel pump needs to be wired up, which I had it just rigged, but I got to do something on a switch so it's permanent. Overall, pretty clean truck. Hard to find an 89 Toyota that's clean. As clean as this one anyway. That's why I went through all the trouble of painting it and doing all that. The only thing that sucks now is I'm going to paint it again, and the bed's on now. Because before, when I painted it, it was off, so I could get the whole cab. I'm going to have to kind of just spray in where I could spray too on this time around, but it should come out all right. It'll at least look better. It'll have a nicer finish on it. So I'm going to use just clear coat and some colored pigments. We'll see how that turns out. It'll be the first time doing that. But here's how it looks just as is right now before paint with the camper top on. I think it looks pretty badass. It looks like a fun rig. I know it would be a fun rig if I kept it. And if it doesn't sell, then I'll be keeping it because I don't give shit away. So we'll see what happens, see where the market's at, see if anybody is out there for a buyer. But that's a good look at the Toyota.